Hey everyone, my name is Alexander Lew from 5M MMA and this is Southpaw Classroom. So today we'll be doing for a simple hand setup to double leg takedown and onto the side control. Of course, we gotta work the offense and we gotta work the defense as well. Okay, maybe we'll work some get up from there. Of course, there will be a lot of variation in it, but today we'll stick with what we are doing today. Okay guys, now let's start with the hand setup before you going to the takedowns, okay? We cannot just randomly going for the takedowns, right? So, in your stance, okay, we set it up with a simple jab and 1-2, okay? This is what we're gonna do today. Julian is gonna throw his jab. Of course, he's not gonna rush in with the jab. He have to pop his jab long with a good range and be back here because he try to avoid an instant counter from there, alright? So, he worked the first jab, back to here. So, we might have a small movement here, then this is how he set it up. He gonna throw 1 and 2. Boom, boom. That's the time he do the small step to go in. You see how he cover the range? He cannot be too far. Down, down, no way, he too high up. Keep in your stance, sit low, step the lead leg with the lead hand together, step the back leg and the back hand together. Now you are in the center. So, most of the time, this is the time your partners will counter you with the swinging things. Okay, you have to change your level. When he finishes 1 and 2, boom, boom. That is the time he changed his level. I come, he duck. Okay? Not do a full roll, but he changed the level. All he need to do, change his level to here. Okay? Then we can proceed to the takedowns. Of course, but when we come to the takedown, you cannot just expect you change your level and you drop your knees immediately from here. This is what happened. Okay? You didn't cover the distance. So when he changed his level, boom, he go low. He needs to close the gap by stepping the front legs with the heels first. Heels, toes, now he slide himself in with the knee. At this time, he wrapped his hand around my legs. Okay, lower than my butt, around my legs. His head has to be tight to me, then his back leg has to slide beside of my leg, and he do a small switcher. Okay, that's important with the switcher, because if he didn't do the switcher, he will be pointing forward, and if I scramble or anything, he'll be loose base. So he need to have a switcher. So you have the switcher and tight. So if I move, he can follow. He can follow. Eventually he can finish up the takedown. Now we work back on it again. We do as slow as we can. He work with his jab. Boom. Work his 1-2. Boom, boom. I work my counter. He changed his level. Step, heels, toes, knee, wrap. Hooks the legs. Okay? Don't get me wrong. You cannot hook the leg and try to pull my legs backward only. Doesn't work that way. I'll be standing strong. So you need to have a driving motion. When you got here, you need to have the hands tight, hook the legs, drive me, and the legs at the same time. And you pass to the side. Let's cover the detail for this one. Julian change his level, step his heels, toes, knee, wrap this tight, and hooks the legs. The moment he drive me and down, when I'm on the floor, he need to work the pass already. Because if he stay there at low of my leg, I'll start scramble. Okay, so when he pass, there's another details you have to cover. You cannot just rely on your hand holding my legs. If your legs is outside, you're just holding me with the hands. It's easily for me to do the hip escape or free my hips from there. So every time when you take me down, you pass to the side, I will highly recommend you put your legs in between my legs here and my tailbone. This will restrict my movement. It's not saying impossible to move, but way harder. Okay, so this is the takedown. We'll do it one time in normal speed. Alright, you work his jab. Boom, 1, 2, boom, boom, load, down, and pass. Right, okay guys, once you get the takedown, okay, we will stay in the low side control position. Okay guys, this is not the normal side control that you get, but this is the first side control you will have when you take someone down at a low side control. Okay, so for this position, if you want to improve the position, you have to break my posture. If not, I'll be framing, I'll try to keep your heads away, I'll try to escape from there. Okay, so once you establish my hips and my movement, you have to break my posture by doing a small scoop to the other side. So my knees will be pointing the other side. At this motion, it's harder for me to re-guard and retract. So with this position, now Julian will have a potential underhooks from this side. And the moment when he scoop up to this, he can have the double under and the side control. It's way harder for me to move from there. Okay, so one more time again, Julian, let's go back down. Julian got it here. Okay, let's say if Julian just climb up from here, it's not from pick me, from framing on him. So Julian have to break my posture by make me pointing to the other side. Now, it's harder for me to frame. See this motion? It's harder for me to frame. It's not saying I cannot frame here, but he can fight the underhook on this side now and use this to help him to climb up to the side control. Now he will have double under. When I have double under, it's harder for me to react and reguard. Okay, so from here, what Julian can improve his position is he can go to the full mount. But of course, my hands will be still here to frame, my legs will be here. So how he have to fight these things? He can use this hand. Okay, can you come over this side? Okay, he can use this hand to walk it up. Walk. Of course, this is not going to be easy. I'll be trying to fight hard here. So the moment when you walk the hand, you need to open up elbows, open your elbows, open your elbows. When I walk this up, see, it's harder for me to go. Now you have the space here, you can slide your knees on belly. When you slide, you drop your knees, yeah, and he come back to the full mount. Okay, time again. When Julian got me at the low side control, I want to fight it back. So his job is to redirect me to the other side. Boom. Then he got the underhooks. Cup at shoulder, so he can climb it up high. Now we will fight these hands up. He can slide his knee across my belly and drop the knees on the floor and sit his back, stay low, okay? So the moment when you stay low, you got the full mount position. But if you just pop yourself up in here, you try to punch, this is the time I will frame and I will exit from there. So once you got the full mount, you got a double under, okay? Use it so you can walk your hands all the way up. Walk both sides up. Then when you got here, you got slightly restrict on my hand. This is the time you slide your knees up and pin. Got it. I got it. So you got a high mount position. So you can pin. This is harder for me to block and defense. You can land it here. Not much I can do from here unless I do my shoulder walk. The moment when I do a shoulder walk, this is the time you cover my head. When I shoulder walk, this is the time you pin. That's why you have to pin and hit from there. This is one of the ways you guys can finish it. By ground and pound.